Ladies and gentlemen, here is some very, very interesting news coming out of the Group B qualifying. Both Simon Gibbon and Ollie Silverton have qualified with the exact same time to the thousandths of a second with a 48.462. That is unheard of. I've been around this sport for a number of years. I've speaking to a lot of people in the commentary tower. Nobody can recall a time where the two fastest qualifiers heading into the top 9 have had the exact same time. So that was the way it was for the Group A. So really interesting. Hey, g'day to Jason and Jimmy up there as well. The boys from Take It Easy Tours bought a couple of bus loads. Hope you're enjoying it up there. Ladies and gentlemen on the hill, are you having a good time so far today? Oh, not one person. Are you having a good time today, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, that's a little bit better. Up at Dave's Shed, are you guys having a good time? No, they got the music too loud up there. They can't hear anything. Anyway, we can now hear the rumble and the roar as some of our unlimited boats get set for their final qualifying round. The first boat to face the starter for Q5 will be Bevan Muir. They're having a bit of trouble getting the Teng Tools machine off the trailer. It is free now. Andrew Clooney, the bearded burbler, the varmint from up the road, is doing the navigational duties here today for Bevan. So the 640 cubic inch big block Donovan is the power plant that Bevan Muir is going to be using to its full extent. Teng Tools, Toyota Finance, Valley Toyota, DCN Drilling, FPP Speed Shop. Bevan Muir blew it in the hairpin. You could really see the boat just get bogged down there in a big hurry. And he's thrown it away into that right-hander as well. Bevan Muir is going to need to improve a long way if he wants to be featuring top 9 and featuring into the subsequent top 6. Probably not his best lap at the moment. I have seen, oh no, he's gone into the spin-out pool, and that is a DNF. Bevan Muir, I don't know what was going on there. I'll tell you what, we haven't used the spin-out pool for about 2 years. We were all casting our eyes to see where that was going to end up, and we're glad it didn't end up like Rob Coley there a few years ago, out the back and down the creek. Yeah, Rob Coley has Mel Clooney's pointed out the tree fella. So Bevan Muir, I'd love to have a bit of a chat to him and just think what was going on in your mind there, young man. That is a brain fade of epic proportions. Sprint Tech now, Richard Burt, Joshua Gill doing the navigational duty. So Richard Burt just out there tweaking the miles up, getting some wheel time. Last time we saw Richard was at this track a few months ago for the first round of the New Zealand Jetsprint Championships. Then he was in the quad rotor turbo, which they've been having a lot of trouble trying to get that engine sorted. They were testing it yesterday and they dropped one of the rotors. So Ruben Hoxema said, well mate, why don't you come out, have a drive of my boat, assist me in driving my boat, and we'll work on it from there. So Richard Burt certainly doing that. A man that can provide a lot of forethought and a lot of advice as far as rookies go. There is no doubt about that. Richard Burt across the bottom of the track, certainly down on horsepower this vessel, and a 51.928, 51.928. So we might get young Hughesy here to run down and have a chat to Bevan Muir, find out, was it a brain fade, was it a problem? So Hughesy on the way down there, mate, good on you. He's got the biffo ready, go down there, give Bevan a slap upside his face, ask him what went wrong. Paddy Hayden PSP Building Brands, Clearview, plenty of sponsors on board. The self-employed man from TA, Cole Hayden, his son. Yeah, Paddy Hayden. Well, it looks like that 24 pack of intelligence and talent that he grabbed during the lunch break seems to be working. I dare say that he's going to need another 48 pack of intelligence, to be fair. But Paddy Hayden, always quick of wit, quick of foot and quick of boat as well. Really wanting to just cast his and throw his name down into this top 9. He wants to elbow the big boys out of the way. The reigning champion in the Group B category, he got rid of that boat, said, I want to go unlimited super boat style racing, and doing it very well indeed, and that is a 49.549. Well done to Paddy Hayden, 49.549. That's his best time of the day. So the 24 pack of Go Harder is certainly working well for Paddy Hayden. So Bevan Muir just making his way in a commentary. We'll have a chat to him in a minute after we have a look at the lap that Glenn Head is about to run here. Haley Todd doing the navigational duties. Remember that Rob Coley ripped one out in the last qualifying round. That left Glenn Head a little bit bemused, a little bit beraggled. Glenn Head is predicted that he might get down into the 40 falls today. So this is interesting times for Glenn Head. He's not going to be happy that Robert Coley in the last qualifying round posted a quicker time. Have a look at that for a split of 28.116. What are you thinking of that so far, Bevan Muir?
It's not too bad, KV. He's doing well, isn't he?
Yeah, tell you what, the man can get on a mission from time to time. Looks like he's getting a little bit more aggressive with it now. Oh, this is going to be good. Oh, quick time, 46.256. Oh, what do you reckon of there, mate?
Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all.
Now, mate, you were belting down there in the Teng Tools machine. You'd had a bit of a ragged run in a couple of spots. What was the idea going straight to the spin-out pool?
Oh, we just wanted to get back to the trailer and reminisce of the old finish shoot there. It's been a few years since we've done that.
Yeah, it has been. So it was all about reminiscing.
Yeah, it was a ragged ride, like you said, and I thought, oh, well, we'll put her on the trailer and shoot down that chute.
Yeah, no point chasing it after that, after you've been bouncing the boat around the place, eh?
Yeah, keep them guessing, KV.
That's it, mate. Hey, let's hope we see you feature in the top 9, mate. Kev Roberts out there at the moment. This boat, plenty of power. Kev just seems to have a little bit of trouble in the early part of the day trying to get the rotation right. Kendra Death, since she stepped in as navigator, has made life a lot easier, but in the earlier qualifying ones, it was Kevin getting the rotation right, Kendra getting it wrong, and so still that doubt in the mind of the man from the Stinger machine.
Yeah, old Kendra, she's doing well. She hopped out of my machine this year and went with Kev, and she's got him going right.
Yeah, look, he's certainly, Kevin's certainly doing a lot better job of it this year with an experienced navigator assisting him there. He's gone the wrong way. We've just talked up the navigator and he's got it wrong, but they've managed to get it right again as they've crossed over their path. So I don't know, we've got our timing people down here giving a little bit of how we going sort of deal.
No, he has to go back through where he entered KV, so he got it wrong.
Right, so that will be classed as a DNF because Kevin Roberts, you need to come from the direction you were originally going. So what Kevin Roberts did is he went back up the outside and crossed over the path. He needed to go back around the middle island and rejoin the rotation proper. When you're out there, mate, and you go the wrong way like that, how easy is it to get back onto the path that you need to be on?
Well, I did exactly the same thing as Kevin earlier today, and it was pretty hard to get back to where he entered. So it was earlier on, so I thought I'll just finish as I was. Yeah.
Yeah, reminisce and put it on the trailer again, hey?
Yeah, no, I'm good at that.
Good on you, mate. Hey, thanks for your time. So Leighton Manel out on track at the moment. The boat that he's going away from him towards the end of the run. Karen Wakeland in the navigator's chair. Leighton Manel really having a good day of it in this lovely little package. He's really enjoying this. The split was a sub 10 seconds on the first split, which is the first time today that I've noticed that. So Leighton Manel really throwing his boot in the 0800, 29.3 on the split. As we know, the LS 6.2 litre supercharged engine is just dropping a little bit of power at the end of the run. Is he going to be able to keep that momentum up? You can hear it just there. Going off, and it's a 49, and they've got a bit of smoke in the back, 49.453. So there was a big puff of smoke out of the back of the Link engine management vessel. But Leighton, as you can see, when the boat's coming off or going off at the latter part of the lap, have a look at the lines he's driving when you come down the middle chute towards the bottom part of the track. And also that finish sequence, he's just hugging that line right through there. A lot of those guys drifting wide. Leighton Manel showing the experience, getting in there nice and tight to make sure that he posts the best possible time. Wicket 2, Scotty Donald, Nicole Reesby. These two have been impressing me for the last couple of meetings, really starting to stand on it, really starting to show what this boat and what this team have been capable of. It's just been a matter of developing that confidence, working together, and really working hard towards achieving the results that we've been seeing so far here today. Scotty Donald made it into the top 6 last weekend at Hastings for his first, or last time out at Hastings for his first time. He will be progressing into the top 9 because of the times he set already today. Done the hairpin beautifully again. So really just starting to grow as a driver, starting to grow and synergise as a team is Scotty Donald and Nicole Reesby. The split was a 29.5, so that's where they want to be. That will get them into the right area. Really wide out of that left-hander. Have a look at Nicole Reesby's navigator's arm right out there. Scotty Donald, that's his best time with a 48.307. So he's gone half a second quicker than he has done previously. Great run for Scott Donald. It will be now Aaron Hansen and Julianne Shanks. This was Husey and Blake the Baker's choice for third. And Aaron Hansen has not had the best of days. Got a DNF in Q2, went the wrong way in Q3, got a good time in Q4. Will he be able to emulate that qualifying 4 time? They really need to piece this one together. You need to be going through into this top 9 with confidence in the boat, in the rotation, in the package, in the navigator, and the navigator needs confidence with the driver. It all needs to come together like the alignment of planets. Big back off into the hairpin, but he would have saved himself a lot of time in and out of there. He's gone the wrong way again. Aaron Hansen, Julianne Shanks really need to rethink this. Oh, spins it around. That's how you handle a superboat. Back on the track now. Now he's angry and he's gone too deep down there and parked it up on the bank. Aaron Hansen, Julianne Shanks, not the way to end that one. Have a look at the replay. You'll see where it all gets wrong for him. So what's happened there is he's gone the wrong way right there, needs to go up, gets into this part of the channel, flicks the boat back around, throws a heap of water over the bow, lands right on both driver and navigator. Now he's got angry and just lost his way. You saw the outcome of that. So the rescue crew put to work. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with the continuation of qualifying round number 5 for the unlimited superboats. Underway with racing with Baden Gray and Darren Todd. Baden carrying that speed right up to the first corner this time. Earlier rotations, he's eased off halfway up that second aisle, and not so that time. Really carrying that momentum through of the twin turbo. Plenty of power at his disposal. Eases it back into this hairpin. Really onto it now. So Baden Gray and Darren Todd will have been working, will have been talking, will have been configuring, will have been scheming to work. And there's the shutdown of the boat. That is not the way they want to end it. Up the tyres, up the bank. Say g'day to Baden Gray and Darren Todd, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're just about on a hat trick. That's 2 in a row that have been spat out in the unlimited category. And we'd like to say g'day to Fancy up on the hill. G'day, Francie, and also to Rochelle. So g'day to those lovely ladies up there. Great to see you down here. So another interesting fact that has been brought to my attention by young Hughesy here is Aaron Hansen and Baden Gray are cousins, and they've both spat the boat out after one another. Let's hope that that is not be part of the family heritage and genealogy moving forwards, because that is not the good way to get around the track. So will affect the rescue of the Vickers aircraft machine. Scruffy, the tugboat, making his way onto the arena here at Shelterview Aqua Track. We'll take a break and be back with more V8 jet sprinting unlimited style in just a minute. It is the Mouthfresh machine of Rob Coley just off the trailer now. Ange Coley. So Q4, these pairing posted a ripper time. Will Rob Coley be able to emulate that? Not with a first corner like that. Now's this point of the day where Rob Coley, after making a mistake in the early part of the lap, he can be angry Rob and try and chase it, or is he going to be calm Rob? No, he's going to be angry Rob. 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. That is a hat trick. Rob Coley just overdrove it into the first corner, and then he just became angry and then spat it out in the hairpin. Well, we'll take another short break. This is a great opportunity for me to rehydrate. Hopefully you too as well, ladies and gentlemen, up there on the hill. Make sure that you don't get dehydrated. Don't forget the sunscreen. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, I can hear the fire in the belly of one of the machines down there. Here's how the top 9 is going to look from slowest to fastest for the Group A. Phil Dick makes the cut. Tim Coleman, Dean Riddick, Ross and Shane Travers are both out. Neil Marshall, Sean Rice and Ollie Silverton and Cy Gibbon, as we mentioned earlier, posted the exact same fastest qualifying time of a 48.462. So it looks like it is the Sprint Tech machine of Ruben Hoxema off the trailer now. So the young man who has dropped 30 seconds of time throughout the course of the day, let's hope that he can somehow squeeze his way into this top 9. So Ruben Hoxema in the Toyota Supra, around about 700 horsepower, certainly well down on the horsepower that we're used to seeing in the unlimited category. Jake Wood is doing the navigational duties. So Ruben Hoxema out there, well, as we've done a fair bit of well talking up after his first round effort at Hastings, where he had the slowest crash known to mankind. We gave him plenty, but today we will give this young man credit where credit is due. The split at a 33.892. Not sure that's going to be good enough to get him towards that top 9 position, that all-important sudden death. But the way that this man has made huge leaps throughout the course of today is just phenomenal and wonderful to see from a man who's put so much into the sport from behind the scenes. So Ruben Hoxema with a 55.550. So he's gone even quicker by 0.3 of a second. So he's gone some 30 seconds quicker throughout the course of the day. Wonderful to see. Hey, news from Team Rotorboat. They were very sad not to make the showing today. It was due to a small human error that took them out yesterday while they were practicing out on the lake. They worked so insanely hard together to get it together, and they had a lot of support from the teams and locals who dropped tools to finalise it. The claim from Peter Host, team principal, and I do believe him, is the beast will be tamed, and we look forward to seeing that as we go Riverjet Racing with Nick Big Berries Berryman, his wife Rochelle sitting in the silly seat. Team Riverjet, the Lakes Lodge Wilderness Retreat out at Lake Okatina. Nick Berryman is really going to have to get a hustle on in this lap to develop this confidence coming into the finals. Got the hairpin absolutely spot on. The Stinger machine with the 410 Whipple supercharger really just hammering at the moment. The man who is number 3 in the world, and yet he's number 5 in the overall New Zealand Championship. He doesn't like 5. He wants to be right up on the podium. Oh, really wide out of that left-hander up there. Rubbed it up on the tyres. Rubs the tyres over at Visit Wanganui. At a 47.786. Nick Berryman into P2. Great run. So here's how it looks for the top 5, the final qualifying for the unlimited category. Glenn Head, Nick Berryman, Scott Donald, Late Manel, Paddy Hayden, Richard Burt. So we are going to wait to see and give you the information who's going to make the top 9 in the unlimited category in just a moment. We're going to reset our timing. We are now in the sudden death finals, top 9.